We're going to talk to Richard Christie's dad, hopefully, too.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, Artie wants to go hunting with him.
You really want to... You couldn't hunt.
Well, I'm trying to...
He wants to kill something. You want to kill an animal?
No, I've never killed anything in my life. I mean, outside of a fly, but
right.
and my relationship. But I don't know.
Have you ever shot a gun, even?
Yes, I have.
Where do you shoot?
That's a long story.
I shot a couple of guns.
It wasn't like, it wasn't anything.
Artie was in the midst of a robbery.
Was in the middle of his bank robbery.
No, but...
whatever. So you would like to go...
Yeah, no,
we'll have this discussion.
I'm curious to see if I could, at that moment of truth, pull the trigger on a deer or something, but...
All right.
I always liked the idea of a hunting trip, like sort of manly, like going out and figuring it out.
You're doing everything else. You're gambling. You're doing heroin and stuff.
You might as well kill something.
You might as well kill something.
I mean, I know I don't sound as compassionate as you guys about animals, but I would never hurt something, I don't think. But maybe I would.
You have to find out.
You can't eat a live chicken, and I love it.
That's right. Let's take a break, and we'll be back with this discussion and more right after these words. I got Richard's dad on the phone.
Oh, cool.
Hey, how you feeling, Tom?
Hello.
How are you?
His name is Tom?
Tom, yeah.
I didn't know.
Tom Christie.
Tom, yeah.
Yeah. Tom Gnatum. Tom is Richard Christie's dad, lives on the farm there, hunts. You guys all know Tom. Artie just wants to know if he comes down there, could you teach him how to hunt?
Oh, I'd try, yeah.
Is it hard?
No, I think he could do it.
And what would you have him shoot first? Like, would you have him shoot a squirrel, or would you go for something big that he can't miss?
Oh, we'd try on some quail or squirrel or something. Quail, probably, or pheasant.
You must get nervous when there's all this talk about gun control and stuff, because you need guns to live. I mean, that's how you kill your food.
Yeah, I don't like that gun control.
Yeah.
We got to have that.
No, I mean, you got to have your rifles and guns. I mean, seriously, there's a man who, he lives off the land.
He does. He needs a gun. He's not using his gun for anything but to hunt, right?
Is Artie too fat to hunt? Do you need a certain physical stamina?
A lot of fat guys hunt. I see it all the time.
Yeah, there's a lot of them hunt.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to go out in the cold, and you got to walk.
You got to have that special outfit, you know.
Can you find him an outfit?
Crouch down.
Don't you you need a special outfit, right? Camouflage.
Yeah, we could find him an outfit.
Maybe you could sew 3 of them together.
I mean, walk in the cold. I mean, what do you think I did before I got in the show business? I fucking work construction in 2-degree
You're
weather.
soft now, Artie. You forget how long
construction was 100 years ago.
I could walk around with a fucking rifle, believe me, and shoot shit and drink.
You can't. You got to crouch in the woods and stuff.
Hey, Tom, here's an interesting sort of thing. I just want to get into politics with you for a second, because we were talking about Rudy Giuliani possibly announcing his run. Would you vote for Rudy Giuliani for president, or do you not even vote?
Oh, yeah, I'd vote, but I'd have to, I don't vote for anybody that's going to have gun control or anything like that.
Right.
Well, Howard, it's not voting they don't do. It's dentists.
Right.
Or anybody's got a vowel in their name.
Would you vote for Hillary Clinton over Rudy Giuliani, or vice versa?
No, Hillary, she's anti-gun pretty bad.
Yeah, you can't. I can see why you can't have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've even got one of them stickers on my truck where it says, "You'll have my gun bullets first," or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not sure what it says?
Bullets first.
You'd think if you had it on your bumper sticker, you'd know what it says. That's right.
If I had a bumper sticker, I would know verbatim what it said.
I got to tell you something. If I had a bumper sticker like that, I bet you nobody would fucking get road rage on me. Send me one of those bumper stickers. If you see one, I'll reimburse.
This is one you can get behind.
Yeah. I mean, you see that, people don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, Tom, okay, the answer is yes, and you would probably start out with what, like a big deer or something for Artie?
No, we probably get some of them clay pigeons, and let him practice shooting them.
Right, that's good.
Throw up in the air, and he'd try to shoot them.
Oh, like pull. Like
that. Pull, yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Except without the machine, he just throws some clay pigeons up.
Yeah.
I want to start, how about a bear? I'd love to get some big game hunting, like a moose or some shit.
Yeah, what's the biggest shit you can get out there in Kansas?
Deer.
Deer, yeah. I could never kill a deer. I got to tell you.
They're so beautiful.
Oh, my God. I could never do it. You could do it, Artie? I could
No, I don't know if I could. I think a squirrel I could. It looks like a rat. I don't know. But that's a tough shot.
I can't believe Tom eats squirrels. Yeah. I would never think that was food. He'll eat it with their roadkill. Yeah, he likes it. He has Squirrel Joes instead of Sloppy Joes.
Yeah, they're
Wow.
good eating.
No.
They are good eating.
Yeah.
I always think, like we were talking about in the meeting, the last scene in The Deer Hunter, when he can't shoot the deer after going to Vietnam, like, you become a different person.
Yeah. Would you ever eat, let's say, like a rat?
No.
Because to me, a squirrel and a rat is just the difference between the tail.
What's the difference? Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but a rat just don't appeal to me.
Right. You would eat a pigeon, though, right?
Oh, yeah, I've ate pigeons. Yeah.
I would just love to, like, get involved, like, the whole day. Like, we get up early, we get a big sandwich, like,
You go kill a sandwich.
coffee, and... I don't know. Like, what's a hunting day like? You get up what time, you know? Like,
Bring the dogs.
yeah, you get the dogs out, and...
I want to shoot something, but I don't want to kill it. Like, it's like I feel bad for it.
What about a quail?
Wounded?
Yeah, I don't know what I mean. I want to definitely shoot something, but
What kind of gun?
horrible.
What kind of gun you going to give me? What am I looking at?
Shotgun, 12
Shotgun?
gauge.
Now, am I allowed to do this without any sort of blood?
sure. Yeah, it's America.
Oh,
Well, you
sure.
have to have a hunting
No,
license,
we'll have
right?
to get you a license.
Yeah.
But what can you be like? What are the requirements? Can you be like a felon and shit?
Oh, why, you're
No,
a felon?
you can't be
I'm a
felon.
convicted felon.
Oh, Artie, you can't even hunt.
Really?
You tell me Artie can't go hunting in Kansas because he's a convicted felon?
He can use a slingshot, maybe.
Is that
Bow and
true?
arrow for you.
I don't know.
Yeah, we have to check it. Tom will end up in jail for 5 years.
Have you ever hunted with a felon before?
I might be expunged off my record. I got to check.
Well, after so many years, I think, probably.
Well,
Yeah, you're an upstanding citizen now.
it was 1996.
96?
Is there a statute of limitations on that?
No, well, I mean, the statute of limitations would mean they can still try me. I was convicted and tried. And
No, but I meant, do they just let it go after a while? They take it off?
I think the deal I got was it might have been... I don't know. We'll have to look into that. It might
Yeah,
be
and
expunged.
Mr. Christie, he hasn't done heroin for a year either, if you're concerned.
Year and a half.
Year and a half.
What kind of drugs do you do out there in the trees and the sticks?
Hey, no, I would love to just... I love the whole day. Like, you know, I want to get... get,
Notice that the day starts with a big sandwich.
yeah, I
Do
love
you
that.
have to rub, like, deer piss on Artie?
Oh, my God.
You take him out and rub some deer piss on him. What is it, Richard?
Squirt some deer piss on it.
Now, is there no offense, your house sounds lovely, but is there a Mandarin Oriental or a Ritz-Carlton by where you live?
Yeah, you only have to travel 400 miles to Mount Pilot.
I mean, where's the nearest hotel?
Yeah, what is it, Fred?
I have some information for Artie. There are no restrictions on the purchase of hunting license. However, you may or may not be eligible to purchase, possess, transport, or receive a firearm.
Possess
You can get the license. You just can't
Well, he can
use
use
the
one
weapon.
of Mr. Christie's weapons.
I don't think he can.
wait a
I don't
minute.
think
He can't even
borrow it.
handle it?
So he can get a license. There's
Yeah.
no problem with the license.
But why can he have
What the
a
fuck
license?
am I going to do with the
I don't
license?
know.
Throw a
I'm
rock at
just
something?
kind of getting this on the fly. This is like from Michigan
What do they want me to
Concealed Weapons
tackle a
and Firearm
moose?
Laws.
That's Michigan.
That's
But
Michigan.
I'm sure that's kind of like, I know it's state to state, but I mean, that's probably a state where you can really hunt, and they're probably very liberal.
Let me ask you something, Artie. Would you do a bow and arrow? That would be fun.
Oh, I'd like to do that. That's
You know
fun.
who used to do bow and arrow is Ronnie the limo driver.
Yeah.
He'd go up in the woods and kill shit with a bow and arrow. You ever done that, Mr. Christie?
I have tried it, but I don't know. I don't do it anymore.
They have seasons specifically for bow hunters.
Really?
Yeah.
In Kansas, yeah.
And Gina
for deer.
Davis was into that.
I think
remember?
Ronnie killed some shit. Ronnie, come in here without yelling and tell me what you killed.
What about a crossbow? Can I use one of those? Like,
Sure.
yeah.
I don't know. Is that considered a weapon?
What, a crossbow?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty serious shit.
Yeah.
Well, let's assume I go out there and let's assume I can get the license and possess a firearm. I'm using a 12-gauge shotgun you giving me?
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Ronnie, what did you kill with a bow and arrow? Here's Mr. Angry. What did you kill with a bow and arrow?
Angry.
What did you kill with a bow?
What do you have to
All right,
start right
Ronnie,
there?
just stay on target.
What did you kill with a bow and arrow?
It's just small game stuff. Not
Like what? What did you kill was the biggest thing?
like a rabbit, squirrel, stuff like that.
How many
That's
did you-
hard, though.
Yeah.
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 It is.
And you were able to hit him?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to shoot competition also. I used to shoot
Good shot.
like 290 out of 300.
I wonder who's better, you or Christie?
It's for a guy who goes hunting. I mean, to go hunting with a bow and arrow is a real sport.
Yeah.
I mean, to really, if you shoot something, it's like you really accomplish something. With a gun, you could shoot something at 200 yards, you know. If you shoot something with a bow and arrow, it's like...
Mr. Christie's out there looking for dinner. He's
yeah, I
not
know.
trying to have
I
a
wasn't.
sport.
I wasn't looking for dinner. You know?
But even a bow and arrow, you have to shoot it in the right place,
yeah,
too,
of course.
to take it down.
Yeah, of course. You got to get it. You got to get it in the chest, or you got to get it in the heart.
Where do you hit a squirrel? I mean, it's kind of hard to hit that. I mean,
Pretty much anywhere you hit the squirrel.
Yeah, well, you hit
Doesn't it fuck up your dinner if you hit him in the chest and blow out half the meat? You know what I mean? Like
well, no, if you hit him with a shotgun, you blow it apart. So
yeah, you got to use a smaller gun.
You got to use like a 22 for a squirrel.
Is that right, Mr. Christie?
Yes, yeah.
You know, my dad introduced squirrels to that part of Kansas. Like, he raised them.
What? Now
Isn't that right, Dad?
Well, the city where we lived, yeah.
He's like the direct opposite of St. Patrick. He marched the rats into a town.
Yeah.
What are you saying? You mean there were no squirrels, and then your dad brought squirrels into Kansas?
No, just the city we lived in.
They didn't have squirrels.
Didn't have squirrels in town there.
So you introduced them, so then they bred, and then you could kill them?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
My other buddy introduced black folk.
By the way, your son is just like you. He introduced lice to New York City.
And we're shooting them now. They're multiplying like crazy.
Are they multiplying?
Hey, Mr. Christie, what is with your son that he doesn't bathe? I mean, what's that about?
I don't know. He usually did here at home.
Hey,
maybe New York's rubbed off on him doing something. I don't know.
He doesn't want to shower, and he just likes to get sweaty and smell his own balls.
I never brushed my teeth when I lived with my parents.
And you still don't.
Yeah.
Still smell.
What do you mean you never, ever brushed your teeth?
I think in high school, literally, I brushed my teeth like 3 times.
Mr. Christie, did you ever say to him, hey, son, you got to brush your teeth so you don't lose your teeth?
No, I never knew he was doing that.
Yeah. Did he smell?
Manly man, I guess.
Richard had 22 cavities when he came here.
God damn.
Yeah, I'm going back to the dentist on Saturday, actually.
Yeah.
I got more work to do.
He's there every week now.
Yeah, you know, Mr. Christie, I would believe you in the manly man theory, but he does make out with a guy on staff here once a week.
Does he?
So, I don't know.
Something wrong with him.
So would Artie be allowed to shoot a bow and arrow and not a gun?
Well, I think he'd be allowed to shoot a gun, but we'd have to check into it.
It was 1996
I think
that happened.
I was trying to go through it, and it's way too complicated to figure out on the Internet, but it has to be, I think a certain amount of time has to lapse, depending on the felony, the class, etc.
Isn't your felony just for dealing coke?
Dealing? Will you stop?
I don't know, man.
You say stuff like that. It goes out
I
the
don't know.
stratosphere.
Tell me.
It'll be on TMZ.com. I've got possession of cocaine.
Oh, so that's it? And that's considered
it's
a felony?
in Florida. Technically in L.A., I got two more strikes before I'm away for good. Forever.
Oh, wow. I thought you were dealing or something for a felony.
You thought I was dealing cocaine?
I don't know. I mean, what do I know about you?
You thought I was dealing cocaine while I was on Mad TV?
I did. I don't know. Artie, I don't know about this stuff.
Well, I was not dealing cocaine. I had a coke on me.
So that's considered a felony. I bet you're allowed I bet you're allowed to shoot a gun in Kansas.
Plus he's going to be in Kansas. The laws are probably different there.
Yeah, you can shoot a gun. You can't shoot a gun in Florida.
Well, you can shoot a gun on meth in Kansas.
If you want to learn to shoot a bow, I'll take you to a range and have,
I think that would be cool. I'd love to shoot a bow and arrow. But
you want to know what?
A gun's more fun.
A gun is so great. You know what? I've shot Uzis. You ever shoot an Uzi, Mr. Christie?
Yes.
Yeah, those are great, right? Because you can kill every fucker on the planet with those.
Just start shooting.
Just shoot and see what comes up.
Ronnie, when you say a 22 for a squirrel, you mean a handgun?
No, a rifle.
Oh, a rifle.
Yeah.
Because I'd love to shoot with a handgun.
Ooh.
You're going hunting with a handgun.
We used to do that. I used to go.
Artie wants to walk to the woods shooting a handgun at squirrels.
There was a guy I knew at the port that sometimes at night a couple of times we went to the train tracks and we would shoot
rats,
boxes and rats.
Yeah, the only thing you can shoot with a handgun really is like turtles and stuff like that.
This other guy was a cop and he used to have a service revolver. He'd get drunk and we go to the fucking train tracks.
Dirty Harry.
Pull out his thing. Fuck, I was shooting like a maniac one night.
We used to do raccoons. We used to put cans, like beer cans, around the garbage dump.
It's fun.
At night, and it'd be pitch black upstate.
Right.
Then you'd hear the cans fall, you hit the headlights on the car, and you blow them away. They'd be in the garbage dump.
There's a guy who...
See, I couldn't do it.
The manager of the factory.
Yeah, but raccoons, they're very dangerous. They're rabid. They
I know, Mr. Christie eats them. Or
if they get in your house, forget about it.
Mr. Christie sells them to black people.
Thank you, really?
Dead raccoons.
Next time I'll send them to him.
The manager of the salt mine factory or whatever the fuck it was on the other side of the tracks came out and got all pissed off. Shot my buddy in the ass with a salt gun. Like a assault rifle? Wow. Holy shit.
Did you really?
Mr. Christie, the answer is yes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Well, okay, I'll do it if we can figure out.
We'll do it.
My neighbor got a .357. We pistol, you know. We can have Artie shoot at targets.
I love that. I held one of those. That's what I shot, actually.
What'd you eat yesterday, Mr. Christie? What kind of interesting game have you...
Rabbit.
Rabbit yesterday?
Rabbit, yeah. Yeah, we've had snow on the ground here. It's been good rabbit hunting and stuff.
Yeah, how many did you kill?
4 so far.
Nice. All right.
What about woodchucks? You shoot chucks?
No, there's not too many of them around.
Really?
I have before.
What about, would you eat a chipmunk?
Chipmunk?
Yeah.
There's hardly anything there.
Well,
Pass the chipmunk.
Probably would.
If things were really shitty, would you eat a kitten?
A what?
A kitten.
No.
Why not? I mean, what's the difference?
A cat?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I just consider them a pet.
All right, you would never eat a cat.
But let me ask you something. Have you ever hunted duck?
Oh, yeah.
If you shot the duck and took it home and put it in the refrigerator and it looked at you 2 days later.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Would you kill it or would you just make it into a pet?
I'd probably kill it.
Oh.
Right.
No reprieve for that duck in
no
your
reprieve. I don't know. I'd have to think about that one.
All right, Mr. Christie.
That'd be rough looking at him.
They do have
Would you shoot it? Would you shoot it in the refrigerator or take it out of the refrigerator? I'd be shooting the fucker right in the refrigerator.
No, I'd probably take it out.
All right.
I think we have had pet ducks, though, before.
Yeah. Would you eat a dog?
Huh?
If you were really hungry, would you eat a dog?
I might have ate dog before over in Vietnam. Not knowed it, you know.
Right. All right.
I don't know.
Mr. Christie, thanks.
Howard?
Yeah, what is it?
Can you just hit, there's a plug for this, believe it or not.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, Artie's trip is sponsored.
Oh, Artie's trip to Richard's dad's house is sponsored by the new Paramount Picture movie Shooter.
This is definitely happening.
Yesterday was about honor. Today is about justice. In theaters March 16th. Cool.
I can't wait till Artie flushes up a covey of quail, because, man, it'll scare the shit out of you.
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
Like a covey of quail is like about 20 quail, and you walk up to them and you hear this... and it scares because they fly right at you and fly right in front of you.
And then you got to shoot them before they... Well, am I going to get hurt?
No, they don't... I mean,
you know who might get hurt? Artie might panic and shoot you, Mr.
Right,
Christie.
that's what I'd be worried about.
Don't shoot me.
Richard, this is your dad. I'm in the hospital. Already blew my face off.
My dad got shot in the foot on a squirrel hunt once.
I believe it. Because a lot of these guys don't know what they're doing, and they panic, and then they shoot somebody in the foot.
You know what? I'll fucking get shot. I'll be buried next to Shithead, the chicken.
Hey, Mr. Christie, who shot you in the foot? One of your friends?
My brother-in-law. They were pretty young, and we was out squirrel hunting, and a squirrel went in a nest. And I told him to shoot it, you know, when it come out. And I threw a stick up and knocked the squirrel out, and it come down by my foot.
Oh.
He shot at the squirrel and hit my foot.
Oh, my God. Did he eat your foot?
He mounted it.
He stuffed it.
All right, Mr. Christie, thanks.
You betcha.
All right, later. All right, you're going, Art.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun. Last time I've been to Kansas City about 8 years ago. That's the last time I was in Kansas. I liked it. You breathe the air out there. You feel healthier.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, you'll have fun. I
like Kansas. I've been there.